Good evening, I'm Eric Elkin. The Willamette football team has battled through a 1-6 start to its season. But as Stephen Nelson shows us, the Wolverines have drawn incredible inspiration from a senior's courageous battle.
I was always a backup and then, JV, so this was my time to shine. And I wish I could have had, more of a chance to actually show my stuff.
The 2012 season was supposed to be Blake Nichols' first as the starting quarterback for the Willamette Wolverines. But chest pains and a fever forced Blake to the emergency room on May 7th. He was told it was pneumonia. A month of antibiotics didn't help. And on June 13th, the Nichols were given a startling diagnosis. Blake had Hodgkin's lymphoma, stage 3A. His senior season was over before it began.
I can beat it, there's no doubt in that. The hardest part was I just wanted to be back, back on the field.
That was more of a devastating news to him, was that he wasn't going to be able to play football as much as being diagnosed with a life-threatening disease.
The Nichols summer went from planning for family vacations to a family fight for Blake's life.
I was scared, obviously. I didn't know what to expect. I didn't know what was next.
He was probably the strength that held our whole family together. One of his friends told him to stay strong, and he said, always strong.
Former Duck LaMichael James heard the Nichols story and reached out to Blake.
He came over to my house one time and we played NCAA, so, we talk back and forth every once in a while. It's just like a, how are you doing type, It's really nice to have that support.
James told him not to give up. Blake listened and fought. Remarkably, on October 2nd, Blake received some shocking news. He was cleared to return to football.
He was telling me that his bones are like glass from all the chemo, and then all of a sudden he comes and shows me this slip that he can, full pads, all contact, and he just walks out on the field.
I just thought they would say, ease into it, but they're just like full contact, and then of course that's amazing. That's what I wanted for so long.
After a week and a half of practice, Blake finally got the opportunity to play in a game during Willamette's homecoming meeting against Ashland.
By the time the fourth quarter rolled around, I said on the headset, I said, next series, that's got to be Blake's.
Into the game, number 9, Blake Nichols.
Less than 2 weeks after completing chemotherapy, Blake Nichols had fought his way back into a football game. He completed 2 passes for 49 yards and was named Homecoming King. The homecoming queen, Kelsey Josh, a fellow cancer survivor.
Talk about character and strength, mental strength as well as physical, to be able to battle your way back. I don't think there's a, that's unbelievable.
Blake is still going through radiation. 5 days a week, the Nichols stay the night in Portland, wake up at 6 a.m. for Blake's treatment, then drive back to Willamette so Blake can attend school and football practice. Then it's back to Portland to do it all over again.
There's always going to be hurdles in life. There's going to be curveballs thrown at you, and you just got to roll with them or hit them out of the park. And that's what Blake has done.
If you think you have it hard because, you got beat on a coverage or something, he has it way worse.
As a quarterback, you take a lot of shots, and you have to get back up every time. If you stay down, then the team is helpless without you. They need you, they follow you. I can get knocked down, but I'll get right back up.
This Friday is Willamette's final game of the 2012 season. It's senior night, and 4 months after being diagnosed with cancer, Blake Nichols will start for the Wolverines.
It could be my last time ever on the football field. I just want to go out there and do the best I can and hopefully prove to everyone that, there is such thing as a Cinderella comeback story.
In Eugene, Stephen Nelson, KEZI 9 Sports.
Thank you, Stephen. Just such an inspirational story, and I just can't even, he goes up to Portland every day, back and forth, and still able to go to class, go to football practice, and just the amount of positive energy that you see coming out of him, too. It's just incredible.